Okay, let's talk about something that drives so many talented, experienced professionals absolutely crazy. You've put in the years, you have this deep expertise, but when you look at your online presence, it just falls flat. Your message isn't landing. So today, we're going to figure out why, and more importantly, exactly how to fix it. I mean, you've really got the experience, right? You've put in the hours, you've done the work, you know your stuff inside and out. There is zero doubt about your ability to deliver incredible value. You are an expert, period. And yet, when someone new finds you, maybe they stumble upon your website or your Substack, all you hear is crickets. It's this incredibly frustrating gap, isn't it? Between the huge value you know you offer and the complete lack of engagement you're actually getting. So what does that silence actually look like in practice? Well, it means people land on your site, but they don't subscribe to your list. They don't click around to see what else you have to offer. And the big one, they don't reach out to actually work with you. They just leave. And that's such a massive missed opportunity. This is usually the point where you start questioning everything. Is my offer wrong? Am I just not good enough? But listen, what if the problem isn't you? What if it's not your skill or your offer at all? What if it's simply the way your message is being presented? Because that's something we can absolutely fix. All right, so to get this fixed, we have to understand what's broken in the first place. And that means we need to make a really critical shift in perspective. We have to stop looking at our message from the inside out and start seeing it from the outside in, through the eyes of a potential client. And when you do that, you see this huge gap. From your perspective, you're trying really hard to sound professional. You're listing your skills. It's all very polished. But your client, they're coming at this with a totally different set of questions. They're asking, okay, but what's in it for me? Can this person solve my exact problem? And can they solve it fast? Your vague, polished copy probably isn't answering any of those things. And here's the direct result of that gap. The very people you are perfectly built to help are finding you, and then they're leaving almost immediately. They just bounce. Why? Because they can't see themselves in your message quickly enough, so they assume it's not for them, and poof, they're gone. This is what leads to that awful, unproductive cycle. You know the one. You start endlessly tinkering with the words on your homepage, you begin to second-guess your entire offer, you even wonder if you should just scrap the whole thing and start over. It's this frustrating loop that just burns you out for zero reward. But here's the good news. There is a way out of that loop. It's a simple but really powerful framework that's designed to fix this problem right at the source. We call it the Prime Messaging Trio. Now, this framework is all about nailing the three most important touch points of any first impression. First, you've got the hero post, which is all about stopping the scroll. Second, the About page, which is where you build trust. And third, the welcome email, which is how you start the relationship. So the hero post, this is all about speed and recognition. It's that short, powerful bit of text right at the very top of your homepage. Its only job is to make your ideal person think, whoa, finally, someone gets it. So instead of a vague tagline like empowering potential, a coach for creatives would say something like, I help artists finish their passion projects and actually get paid. See the difference? It's specific, it's clear, and it's magnetic to the right person. Okay, next up is the About page, and this is a big one. This is not the place to just list all your credentials to sound impressive. No, the goal here is to reframe your story so that it mirrors the journey and the struggles of your reader. The goal isn't to make them think you're impressive, it's to make them feel deeply understood. That's how you build real trust. And finally, we have the welcome email. This is so much more than just a little, hey, thanks for subscribing confirmation. You need to think of this as your first digital handshake. It's your chance to be human, to show some warmth, to set expectations, and to turn a passive subscriber into someone who's actually excited to hear from you. And here's the real power of this system. These aren't just three random fixes. They all work together. The hero post grabs their attention. The About page builds that critical trust, and the welcome email nurtures that new connection. Each part makes the others stronger, creating the single, cohesive, and confident message. So what's the actual payoff when you get this right? Well, it's about taking that newfound clarity and turning it into actual conversations, and eventually into clients. Let's break down what that really looks like. First, and honestly, this is the biggest one, you get clarity. That fog of vague, professional-sounding language just lifts. You finally have a simple, direct, and powerful way to say exactly who you help and how you do it.
The second huge benefit is consistency. Your core message is now the same across the three most important places a new person is going to look. And that consistency is what builds a really strong, memorable, and trustworthy brand over time. And all of that, the clarity, the consistency, it leads to the third and maybe the most important result of all: confidence. Just pure confidence. The kind that comes from knowing, deep down, that your online presence is finally a true, powerful reflection of the value you've worked so hard to build. No more second guessing. If there's one single idea to really take away from all of this, it's this. In today's noisy world, trying to be clever or overly professional often just creates distance. It's the simple, direct, clear words that cut through all that noise and build genuine trust.
And I want to leave you with this really empowering thought. Your foundation is already solid. Your experience is real. You don't need to reinvent yourself or start from scratch. You just need to find the right words to reflect the incredible value that is already there. So, let's end with a question for you to think about. Take a really honest look at your website, at your About page, at that first point of contact. Is your message truly doing the heavy lifting? Is it really working for you?